What's going on, y'all? In today's video, we'll be discussing the future of remote work in tech sales and tech, and looking at the opportunities and challenges that it brings, and then sharing some tips for success. Let's get it. You gotta get into tech. What's up, y'all? I'm Tech Bag Trey, and like I said, today we're actually gonna be talking about remote work in tech and tech sales. And obviously it's been on the rise in tech in general, but also tech sales industry is not an exception as well, right? Since the panty, a lot of companies during that time, they really decided to, they had to go remote, and that really opened up the door for a lot of different companies to do that and do something different. And so a lot of these larger companies like, Facebook, Apple, Netflix, et cetera, all the way down, they started offering remote positions, like fully remote positions. And now, even still, you can see those remote positions in tech sales. Even though I will say a lot of those companies have went back in the office, right? Because they love the camaraderie and the energy of how that feels. But there are still a boatload of companies that are like, hey, we're fully remote, or hey, we're hybrid. And so we're going to talk about remote work and how that is right now, and like the benefits of remote work. And so the first one that I'll talk about when it comes to benefits is flexibility. All right. And when it comes to being flexible, remote is about as flexible as you get. Okay. You can work from anywhere. You can create your own schedule that really suits your lifestyle. I was just at a networking event here in DFW, and I ran into my guy, Devon, and he's all about showing that lifestyle, right? That nomad tech lifestyle, and being able to work from wherever and still getting your money and still getting to the bag and still enjoying life, right? But that remote work definitely offers the flexibility of being able to do that. So, if you're at a regular company in other industries, that's not really an option. All right. Like, you may get one or two like road trips or flights to another city or state with the company to, have the rah-rah thing. But we're talking about the tech industry where you can go and be and live in these other places, or go from place to place, knowing that as long as they have an internet connection and a headset, right, or maybe a laptop, you're good to go. So flexibility is definitely an opportunity. Another one would be cost savings. You can literally save on driving costs, right? Gas, petrol. It can get expensive sometimes, especially if you're in places like California, right? Like, I haven't really seen it in person, but on TV, they show California gas like $5 and $6. And I'm like, what is going on over there, right? Anyway, but you can you can save on that kind of stuff just by not having to leave, right? Like, the nomads and people who live in other places, literally to save money, but also have a good lifestyle, right? They have a higher tech salary, but then they're moving to a place like Mexico and they're living that nomad lifestyle over there. And there are some huge benefits to that, right? Like, me and my wife, we went to Cabo, and for like every US dollar, it was 20, right? So y'all know I was throwing out them tips, and they looking at me like, hey, thank you, sir. And I'm like, yeah, but that wasn't really a lot. But if you got some change, you can really make something shake over there, right? So hey, I'm just gonna go live in the resort, right? The resort is my lifestyle. Or you can go and, hey, let me go and rent this 2 or 3 bedroom house off the cliff looking over the water for $1,000 or $1,500 a month, knowing that you're bringing in a way more amount than that you can really use to experience that lifestyle and save on costs. And then not to mention, if you are over there are a lot of people who go over there to Mexico for like the tax breaks, right? Because I think they don't have taxes up to $120,000. So if your salary is under that, no taxes, and for every US dollar it was 20 of their money, like, that's just there, right? There are way up more places and more things that people are doing out there, and you can really save money by not having to do some of these other things. and being in a remote spot. And then let's just talk about the global job market, right? Tech is in every industry and everybody knows this, but also we only focus on the US. There are some companies who are overseas and in other countries that are looking to establish a footprint in the US market. So they're looking for workers and people in tech sales that can literally be their eyes and ears in this space, right, the US market, and help them build that out over here. And that will allow you to get a job from them, right? They may be based in Sweden or somewhere else, but hiring in the US so that they can build it out. So be on the lookout for that. And, you know, one way to be able to do that is because the remote workspace is global now. And as long as you have not email, but a laptop and some internet, you're good to go. All right. So let's get to the next section. If you're looking to get a remote job and make tech your next home for your career, one place I recommend that you get the skills and at an affordable price from is Course Careers. If your profile is reading something like this, you should probably consider clicking the link below, right? One, you're at a dead-end job with no outlook to get that promotion or the pay you deserve, or maybe you're just sick and tired of management, like literally micromanaging and looking over your back and all this stuff, or you're just literally barely getting by and you're not really able to pay your bills and living paycheck to paycheck, and you don't see a way out, right? You don't have another way to make more money. I'm telling you, this is one of those ways of getting into the tech industry, and you should definitely, if any of those were in your mind as a yes, click the link below to check out where the best role in tech for you is, right? Is it tech sales? Is it software development, DevOps? I don't know. What I do know is that they do have what you're looking for, and it is affordable. And also, for Rocking with the Tech Back fam, you'll get access to a free introductory course to see if what you pick is right for you before you pay. So click the link below or go to www.getintechtoday.com. Let's get back to it. So next up is challenges of remote tech sales and tech work. So yes, remote work does offer a lot of benefits, but it does come with some of its own setbacks and challenges as well. Some common ones are staying motivated and productive, right? It can really be difficult to maintain focus and keep productivity high when you're working from the house, right? So one thing for sure, you definitely want to stay motivated, because then that can also start to show in your work. And that's not really what you want, right? Like, you want to be able to show, hey, I'm a great person. I'm a person who doesn't need to be micromanaged to get the work done that you put in front of me. So really staying motivated. Some of the things that you can do is actually keeping that main thing the main thing, okay? So yes, you're able to work from wherever you choose, but you really want to keep in your mind that I'm here to do a job, and I want to do everything with excellence that has my name on it, right? It needs to be done well. And if you keep those things in your mind, that can kind of help you stay productive and stay keeping that main thing the main thing. And the next one is building relationships, right? Remote work can make it harder for some people to form some of those stronger connections with coworkers and clients. And that's really because you're not actually face to face, right? Like, you're doing a lot of these things remotely and through email. And one way that you can kind of continue to build that is being able to use and have those apps that they do have with your company, right? Like Slack, to be able to celebrate wins when your teammate or coworker in tech sales has hit a milestone, or maybe they got in their first sale, or they got a sale, hit quota, whatever it is. Just being able to celebrate with them, you know, through the Slack channel with memes and congratulations. That's one way to build those relationships. And also taking the time to call them through Zoom, right? Checking in with them, seeing if you can help them, or maybe they can help you. And instead of it being face to face, then hey, it's over a laptop, the next best thing, right? Over a Zoom call. Now I will say that is a challenge if you're not there with them to and you're not able to really see them like that, it can be a problem, okay? But the last one here is balancing work and personal life, okay? Like, you have to set boundaries between work and personal, and sometimes that can be hard and challenging when you are working remote, right? So sometimes you see people, personally, I would see people who, like, they're literally working out of the same room that they just rolled out of bed in. And that can sometimes, like, hey, yeah, that might be the only options, but that's tough, right? So being able to have another space that you can go into and work out of, that can really help there, right? Because when they start blending, that can really cause a distraction and make things tough on you. And lastly here, just have a few tips here for success in tech or the tech sales role in general remotely. And these are based off of my experience. And remember, y'all, my first role was actually a hybrid role. So I had some remote experience and then some going in the office experience. And that helped me build that as it being my first role. And it allowed me to be able to see, hey, this is how you do this. This is how you do it well and get the things done. So number one, create a dedicated workspace. So you want to create a comfortable spot that and have it organized to help you stay focused and productive, right? Like I mentioned before, you have people who are working out of the same room that they just got out of bed in, and that can really feel like a trap. It can feel like jail. Like, fam, this is life. You gonna eat that cornbread, right? You know, sometimes you just gotta get out, right? Set up that second bedroom or the third bedroom or the dining room, somewhere else that you can kind of walk around and work out of, a different space. That can definitely help you, right? Or I know there are a lot of people who, they work out of coffee shops, right? I live in DFW and there are a lot of coffee shops that I could work out of, right? I could literally work out of a different spot and city every day, and it will still be okay, and it will give me a different scenery every day, and that can definitely help, right? And then number two, I would say establish a routine. So having that daily routine can really help you maintain and keep a healthy balance, because those routines, they can allow you to have the muscle memory and the things that you're going to do, and that will, you know, cause less clutter in your brain and help you go through your day focused, knowing what's next, right? What's exactly going on. And yeah, every now and then, you know what I mean, sprinkle in a little change or something, you know, and that can help you as well. But I would say routine is good. And then lastly, I would say networking and collaborating, right? So being able to hop on those Zoom calls for the video calls or the messaging apps like Slack, even social media, just really, you know, chiming in and connecting with your teammates, that can all help you to have a successful remote career. And also, like I said, remote work, I don't believe is going anywhere. So a lot of companies are wanting you to come back in, but there's still a boatload of companies that are saying, hey, we are with the remote initiative, like the remote first initiative. So if that's what you're looking for, they're definitely out there. These are just some of the things you should think about. Like I said, the future of tech and tech sales and remote is out there. It does have its challenges. It does have its opportunities. I'm gonna give it all to you and let you make that informed decision so you can set yourself up for success in this field, in this industry. Don't forget to like, comment, describe what you liked in the comment section, and then subscribe for more tech videos and lifestyle content. And I appreciate y'all for watching, and I'll catch you in the next one.